Today's project is to make a tangram. If you don't know what a tangram is, it's a lot easier for me to show you rather than tell you, and I don't have one yet because I haven't made it yet, so you're going to just have to wait until I make it. So let me show you what I'm doing, and when it gets all done, I'll tell you what it is. This is the rock I'll be using for this project. This is one I picked up in Lake Huron. I used to always think this was quartzite. Quartzite is a metamorphosed sandstone. And this is not that, it's close though. So if you have a sandstone with a lot of feldspar in it, it's called an arkose. And that's what this started out as. And then it was metamorphosed, and so now it's called a meta-arkose. And so it's basically a quartzite with a bunch of feldspar in it. So I learned that from my friend Dr. Nat. She and her husband, Captain Paul, were here last summer, and they did a really cool video. They identified 39 rocks on the beach. It's been a really popular video, so if you missed it, I'll link it at the end of this, and you can learn stuff like what a meta-arkose is. So, here's what we're doing. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to cut out all these shapes, and then I'll explain why I did that. I'm going to tumble them too. Well, that went well. I got them all cut out. I just have to throw them in the tumbler, and I'll have to wait a week, and you won't have to wait a week. And then I'll show you what I made. There it is, my finished tangram. So now I can tell you what it is. This is a puzzle that was invented in China, according to Wikipedia, in the late 18th century. And you can make various shapes and stuff with it. One thing you can make is a square. So I am attempting to do that now. See how it goes. Oh, first try. There you go, there's a square. But there's a lot of other things you can make with it. So I printed out a few of them. I'm not going to do all of these, but I just want to give you an idea that there's quite a variety of different shapes you can make. So let's see, which one should we do? Let's try the swan. I used to do these in class with my students, and it was amazing how many different varieties of swans kids came up with that weren't always necessarily the right swan. They look kind of like this, but not exactly right. And I was always very picky about it and said, nope, not quite there. Try again. Don't think that goes there. So this part looks shorter than this does, so I don't think it's that. A little shorter piece like that. Oh no, maybe it's this one up here. Let's do it this way. That like that. Oops. Not there. Nope. How was I looking at that? This. There we go. That looks pretty good. And I'd have to have this one here. Let's see, so that comes across to here. These line up, that's good. If I put this one here, and that one about there. Uh-oh. That doesn't work. That was looking really good too. This, where could I fit this? Does that go there maybe? And this goes here, and this goes, there we go. That's about right. I always look and make sure everything lines up. So this goes straight across here like this does. Little short part there. Yeah, I think you got it. So you get the idea. I'll put a link to a website that has some of these patterns on it. I found it extremely difficult to find online versions of this that didn't just put the shape down so you could fit the pieces into it. It's a whole lot easier if you're building right on top of the pattern. And it's harder to do it the way I just did it. I much prefer doing it this way because I like a challenge. But I'll put down if you do a search for them, you'll find a lot of games like that where you can do them right online. And I'll put a link to one or two websites that just have some of these. A lot of the pictures, they had all the outlines, so it wasn't even a puzzle. It just showed the outlines of exactly where all the pieces went. So anyhow, check out that and try to make one for yourself if you have a saw and a tumbler.